My dear students, this part of my lecture consists of the summary of our environment written by Frank S. Scarpitti. In the essay, Our Environment, the writer Frank S. Scarpitti discusses the serious problem of environmental pollution. He starts his essay with a thought-provoking sentence that man has taken the earth, water, and air for granted and considered these as natural elements to be exploited for his selfish purposes. Environment has become a social problem because every other man living in it is being affected. Environment has become a social problem because every other man living in it is being affected seriously. This environment has become a threat to the health and welfare of a large population. For example, a dirty lake or river not only affects those who live near it, but the entire ecosphere, nature rhythms and cycles, and the future functioning of man. The relationship between all living things and their physical environment is called an ecosystem. Each living thing plays a part in this ecosystem. There is a food chain in which organisms that produce their own food using the sun energy. And what are those organisms? They are plants. Are eaten by small animals, which in turn are eaten by large animals. So, technology chain is closed by bacteria and fungi, which release important nutrients from dead bodies. The writer says that if we change any part of this ecosystem, we can face serious consequences. He gives an example of hippopotami that were threat to agricultural lands of the people in South Africa. People reduced their population but faced new problems. The river channels, which were kept open with their movements, now silted up and caused heavy floods. It resulted in the destruction of fields and homes and parasitical disease that schistosomiasis. Now the question before our society is both elementary and monumental. Will we pay for cleanup of rivers, oceans, the landscape and the air? Can we simply pay cash, or must we give up some of our now taken for granted machines and luxuries? The writer gives some suggestions at the end that action groups should be formed to ensure passage of environmental legislation. Ecology courses should be taught at many levels of the education system. Just plain watching for one's own garbage and littering is a beginning. Now, society as a whole can deal with the costs and efforts of the cleanup ahead. A society depends on all its members to deal the problem with seriousness. It will take a vast majority of the population to make that world a reality. Dear students, this is how you have to summarize the chapter Our Environment written by Frank S. Scarpitti. Thank you.